Something about her, a shadow that followed her even when the sun was high. Chief Obika announced he would marry her as his third wife. The housemaid had gone in to serve breakfast. In the dead cry for justice, someone must pay. Ngozi followed a sound, soft crying. It came from behind the kitchen wall, a hollow thump, a whimper. Wedding gown lay the skeleton of Amaka, her bones still draped in the cloth of her wedding night. The village of Umueleke was known for three things: its red clay roads, its stubborn mango trees, and its ability to keep secrets buried better than the dead. Nestled in the lush valleys of southeastern Nigeria, it was the kind of place where silence said more than words, and old women could speak a curse with just a look. Everyone knew everyone, and everyone feared Chief Damien Obika, the wealthy cocoa merchant with a mansion that sat like a palace on the hill. He was a man of influence, and more importantly, of wives. The first, Mama Ada, was respected, feared, and silently resented. A rock. She had birthed his three sons, ran the household, and smiled through the bitterness of polygamy. The second, Ngozi, was younger by 10 years, lively and beautiful, but always trying to measure up. Then came the storm, Amaka. At just 19, Amaka was a mystery. She had no known parents, no roots anyone could trace. All they knew was that she was brought from a distant village by a cocoa trader who owed Chief Obika a favor. Her eyes sparkled with innocence, but there was something about her, a shadow that followed her even when the sun was high. When Chief Obika announced he would marry her as his third wife, the village was stunned. Is he not too old for that small girl? I heard she has no people. What if she's cursed? But gossip faded quickly when the wedding feast began. 3 million naira was spent. The villagers danced, feasted on goat meat, and drank palm wine until their mouths were numb. Drummers played into the night as Amaka, dressed in shimmering white, was led into the house by torchlight. She never came out again. Morning came with a scream. The housemaid had gone in to serve breakfast, only to find Amaka's bed empty, her wrapper folded neatly on the edge. No blood, no signs of struggle, no footsteps, just silence. "Where is she?" Chief Obika bellowed. The gatekeeper swore on his grandfather's grave. No one had come in or gone out. "Oga, the gates never opened since last night." The entire compound was searched, wells checked, bush paths combed. But there was nothing. It was as if the girl had evaporated into thin air. Mama Ada whispered under her breath, "O Gagi Adima, this is not normal." The village buzzed. Some said she had run away. Others believed Chief Obika had sacrificed her for wealth. "Third wives never stay long," an elder woman muttered. "Ask his second wife." Ngozi, already paranoid, began seeing Amaka's face in the mirror. At first it was fleeting, a flash, a whisper. Then one night, as she brushed her hair, Amaka stood behind her in the glass, lips moving without sound. Ngozi screamed, "Damien! Damien! That girl is not gone." Chief Obika waved it off. "You drank too much. Sleep, woman." But Ngozi couldn't sleep anymore. Mirrors cracked without being touched. Doors creaked without wind. A candle flickered even when unlit. Then one morning, on the bathroom mirror, written in fog, "Justice." Terrified, Ngozi went to Mama Ejima, the village priestess. "She is not dead, not fully," Mama Ejima said, her milky eyes staring past her. "The girl's soul is caught between worlds." "Why?" Ngozi asked. "Why won't she leave?" "Because she didn't die a natural death. She was taken." Ngozi's heart dropped. "Taken? By who?" The old woman leaned forward. Ask your husband, but do it soon, because when the dead cry for justice, someone must pay. Mama Oda, silent for weeks, finally spoke up at dinner. This house is cursed, she said, dropping her spoon. We take wives and bury them in silence. That girl did not vanish, she was swallowed. Shut up, woman, Chief Obika snapped, but Mama Oda continued. I warned you. You never listen. Now the gods are awake. One night, Ngozi followed a sound. Soft crying. It came from behind the kitchen wall. A hollow thump. A whimper. She called for the mason the next morning. Break it, she said, pointing to the wall. He hesitated but obeyed. Behind the wall, wrapped in a white wedding gown, lay the skeleton of Amaka, her bones still draped in the cloth of her wedding night. Her fingers clutched at the cement, as though she had tried to claw her way out. Ngozi fainted. The police were called. The compound became a crime scene. Chief Obika was arrested, but not before he gave his final confession. She found out something. Something I couldn't let leave this house. What did she know? The police asked, but Chief Obika wouldn't say. He simply looked up and whispered, I still see her. Even now. In the chaos, an old cocoa trader came forward. I never meant to bring her to her death, he said, trembling. Chief Obika wanted a wife from a bloodline of twins for spiritual protection. He said her mother was a twin. He paid me well, but she was pregnant, he added. 3 months. The village gasped. Amaka had come into that house already carrying life, and Chief Obika had murdered both mother and child. As Chief Obika awaited trial in a prison cell, something strange began happening. Each night, guards heard a lullaby, a soft song in a language no one remembered. His food would spoil the moment it touched his lips. Rats would gather around his bed but never touch him. And always, just at midnight, he would scream, She's here! Tell her I'm sorry. Tell her I didn't know. But Amaka never answered, because justice had already been served. 2 weeks later, Chief Obika was found dead in his cell, eyes open, mouth twisted in a silent scream, fingernails bloody, as though he had tried to claw at invisible walls. Chief Obika's house was abandoned. No one would live there, not even the rats. Mama Ada moved to her brother's home. Ngozi left the village completely, taking her son and changing their names. But some nights, when the wind blows just right, the villagers say they hear music, a wedding song echoing from the empty mansion. And if you stand near the wall where Amaka was buried alive, they say you'll hear a girl laughing softly or crying. No one stays long enough to find out which.